I rank where the view is nothing less than phenomenal. For how I express and project from my abdominal. The only view better, both my daddy and my mama know. No living parents, my sons give me balance. My wife is my serenity, this mic is my identity. The world is foul enough, that's why I write without obscenities. Provoking danger with broken language and spoken anguish. Begging to get hurt, why would you ask to go through changes? Yes, Lord, life's a chessboard, master the angles. Control the tempo, be the one who holds the info. Acknowledge is just as deadly as machete swings. When spoken, the truth is as potent as that Medellin. While others swear the style is free, I just let it ring. Our time is undervalued, soldiers make us better kings. My fans on my shoulder, reaching after better things. Today I take the shot, for them I'd rather set the screen.
My mama told me follow my dreams. My daddy told me get it by any means. Stand tall, make him bow to a king. But I've evolved, you can see the resolve. Look in my eyes when you speaking to God.
Life and for those who we caught up in using what I was taught with the muse. I guess they call it proving I'm more than an artist. Penciling out my darkest while stenciling out a harvest. And storing what gets me from A to B, just like garages. Instrumental with collages. Envision what I've been drawing. Broadway to give you rhythm like the great Lena Horne. So bent on, found comfort in the storm. Find peace and on when you see them others perform. Organized chaos, I'll cast it like hey ya.
Yo. Party people in the place to be. What's good? It's the number one Chief Rock Knicks Universe. Man, I'm freezing. Welcome to the Knicks Morning Drive. Y'all want this party started right. Y'all want this party started quickly, right? What's good, everybody? What's good, everybody? Clap your hands, everybody. Everybody, clap your hands. What's good, everybody? What's good, man? It's good to see y'all. Good to be with y'all. Welcome to the premiere Knicks in the Morning Show, the Knicks Morning Drive. Salute to everybody out there in your cubicle or on your way to work, whether you are on your forklift or in your car, outdoor sales. Shout out to my people in outdoor sales. Shout out to my people in retail sales. Shout out to all the school teachers, your civil servants, everybody. I hope the coffee is hot and the days seem short. So I got away from a few things when I was doing the Knicks Morning Drive, man. I'm going to get back to a couple of the things, man. So first of all, salute to everybody in the chat. Cowboy Bob in the building. Allah Wise is in the building. Wacko, what's good, man? I see you. Kerry Cox, the son of the legend, is in the building. Alfonso Scott in here. Danny Landis is in the building. Corey Lee is in here. Andre Walker, what's happening? What's happening? The original DSJ is in the building. Mets is in here. What's good, Mets? What's good? What's good? CWC is in the building. I'm gonna say Ola Samba. I think I said that right. Okay, if I didn't, if my heart's in the right place. What's good? East Blue Drew was in the building. All right. Mr. Vince. Bond Road is in the building. All right. D Nice is in the building. Salute everybody. Salute to everybody. All right. So I'm gonna shoot straight to the point, man. I got some stuff that I want to talk about. Right. Of course, y'all already know this. I've got some stuff that I want to talk about, man. The last couple of days have been a little wacky. Thank you. Is that for me? Okay. Shit, I got some. You want to be on camera? Come on, get on camera. You know they can see you in a reflection right here, right? Okay, never mind. I don't know what it is, but with the ladies from the Bahamas, they don't care nothing about no cameras. What's good, everybody? What's good? What's good? What's good? So I have three things that I want to talk to y'all about that I want to share, right? Just off rip, right? I ain't even boss. What's today? Tuesday? Today Tuesday? Today Wednesday? It's Wednesday, right? It's Wednesday midweek. Midweek phone not ringing. That sucks. Cam Goldberg is in the building. Just Knicks is in the building. What's good? Salute. So I have a few things that I want to talk about. You see him in the title. James Dolan keeps acting like James Dolan for some reason. The super soft schedule. We should bounce back and start feeling good here in a few days. And the trade deadline wish list. So, Lee, you remember how we used to start it off back in the day, right? We used to start off with a quote from a great American poet, and then I would play some tip off animation to get us started. So I'm not going to use this. I'm just going to save that for Bully, right? So let's start off with a quote from the great American poet Prodigy. Prodigy said, "There's a war going on outside no man is safe from. You can run, but you can't hide forever from these streets that we done took. You walk round with your head down, scared to look. You shook, because there ain't no such things as halfway crooks." Give it up for Prodigy, the great American poet. All right. So I'm going to start off with a topic, and let's start with the tip off. Ending at 6'6" with sneakers on from PS15. The number one chief rocker at point forward, identifying as a point guard, Uncle Freezy. Wow. I'm man. If I'm getting pregame introductions like that, man, I might go out here and share the ball with Randall. Right? If my man is saying at 6'6" from Baylor University, from the University of Phoenix School of Business, from PS15. Yeah, we doing all that. I might have to step my game up. I might have to share my minutes with Josh Hart or something. Dude, if that's the kind of introduction we getting coming off the bench, is that the kind of introduction we get, the pregame introduction? At point forward, identifying as a combo guard, number one on his jersey and number one in your heart. If we get intros like that, pregame introductions like that, man, I gotta come with it. Yo, that's wild, right? If we get introductions like that coming off the bench, we get introductions like that coming on. Cowboy Bob introduction is be something like 5'11", but 6 foot in his mind, from parts unknown, Cowboy Bob. That's how we doing it out here. Yo, that's wild. That's wild. That's wild, y'all. But all right, so let me get look at look at Stoppadon. Stoppadon is like, yo, Stoppadon, what's good, man? What's good, Stoppadon? Stoppadon out here getting intros like, and now from a place called Trinidad, where everybody is the smartest person on the planet. No, shout out to my man, Stoppadon. Shout out to my man, Stoppadon, man. Coach, what's good, man? So, hey, so let me, so I'm gonna get started with this thing, right? So the trade deadline wish list for the Knicks should be a small but powerful list, right? I'm legit. I don't care where teams are with their things. The Knicks say they want a star, and I'm saying if you want a star, if you are who you say you are, a superstar, then have no fear. I'm saying if the Knicks want a star, then go get them. Right? If the Knicks want a star, then go get them. Right? The Knicks, if the Knicks want a star, then go get them. I think the Knicks are going to try to go get one. I don't know how effective they'll be in that star search, but I'm here to tell you, if you have your heart set on a guy, then go get him. My belief, right? My belief is that the Knicks are in love with Paul George. I think the Knicks are in love with a Paul George type player. That guy to put next to Jalen Brunson. I do believe where there's smoke, there's fire. Right? I do believe where there's smoke, there's fire in the case of DeJounte Murray and Malcolm Brogdon and so on and so forth and so on and so forth. Right? Right? If I'm the Knicks, I'm going to get in the guy. Are they interested in a Donovan Mitchell? I think so. And I think Donovan Mitchell is interested in us. And I'm not trying to link storylines together or narratives together or legends together, but this team needs a hero type player. This team needs a hero. This team needs a guy that can save the day. Right? This team needs a superhero type guy. And a spider needs to be the hero in New York. And New York needs some type of spider to be the hero of New York. Is Donovan Mitchell that guy? Is Donovan Mitchell that guy? In my opinion, yes. In my opinion, Donovan Mitchell is just as athletic as Derrick Rose at the same age. At this age where they are, I think Donovan Mitchell may be more athletic than Derrick Rose at this age, at 27. Some would say at 27, Derrick Rose's athleticism was done after all the injuries. What I'm saying to you, what I'm getting at is I like the idea of Donovan Mitchell and Tom Thibodeau together. If Tibbs is gonna be here, if Tibbs is bad boy for life, if Tibbs ain't going nowhere, if he's bad boy for life, then I say give Tom Thibodeau the opportunity to see if he can take another very, very, very good athletic player and turn him into the league MVP. I saw Tom Thibodeau take an elite athlete and turn him into the league MVP. And I'm here to tell you that I think we can recapture that again. The hype is insatiable, though. Right? The hype is insatiable. If you thought Tom Thibodeau got all the juice for the squeeze out of those Chicago teams with a hyper athlete, imagine a Donovan Mitchell coming to a roster that's already talented. See, there won't be a Kirk Heinrich at the 2, right? There won't be a Carlos Boozer at the 4, right? There won't be a Taj Gibson coming off this bench. It'll be Precious Achiuwa, right? You won't have a Keith Bogans playing off ball from a Donovan Mitchell. You'll have the best spot up 3-point shooter that the league has seen in a very long time in Jalen Brunson. And Jalen Brunson can create for himself. I'm here to tell you that a lot of the things that people say, narratives, don't come from basketball folks. They come from people that don't really understand basketball. When people say, that backcourt is too small, the backcourt is too short. Nah, I don't know, man. You got to have a tall backcourt to win a championship, right? And then you look at in 2022, the Knicks had a backcourt of Evan Fournier and Alec Burks. Both of those guys are 6'6", 6'7". How did that work out? And if you heard me say that and say that, nah, you got to have talent. Well, here's the thing. Regardless how tall somebody is, they have to be talented. They have to be talented. Right? Our main issue is not even that superstar. Our main issue is, can we keep this team healthy down the stretch? And I want to speak to you guys in a connective level. I want to establish connectivity, right? Don't just let people tell y'all just wow OD misinformation. Don't let people miseducate you about dumbness like, yo, that backcourt would never work. It ain't enough basketballs to go around. Wait a minute. Not enough basketballs to go around. You telling me that I got to make sure that Precious Achiuwa and Malachi Flynn keep their same number of shots? Nah, don't talk to me about that. We got to talk real stuff. Let me connect with y'all on that level of respecting your intellect. People are gonna say wild things like, yo, if you get Donovan Mitchell, there won't be enough basketballs, there won't be enough shots to go around. First of all, teams take 90 shots a game. Brunson will take 18, Randall will take 18. That's 36 shots. That's 36. What do you do with the other 64 shots? You telling me Donovan Mitchell can't come here and get 20 of those 64 shots? Or are you saving those for Josh Hart? You saving those shots for Josh Hart? Or are you saving them for Deuce McBride or for Quentin Grimes or for Dante DiVincenzo or for Precious Achua? If you want them, go get them. Leon, if you want them, go get them, bro. If that's what you want, because clearly where there's smoke, there's fire, right? Clearly where there's smoke, there's fire, right? Clearly the Knicks want to go out and get a guy they feel like is the guy. And I know the rumors have been, oh, Zach LaVine don't like the Knicks. They don't like Spider like that. They don't really feel like blah, 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 right? You could say that all you want and then watch them trot out Deuce McBride. And I like Deuce. I'm just using him for an example. I'm not bashing Deuce. Deuce, if you watching, bro, hey, man, we all in. We bought in, right? But don't tell people that know basketball that Donovan Mitchell is too short to play in the backcourt with Jalen Brunson. Maybe your role players are too short. Have you considered that? Have you considered that Josh Hart may be too small to be playing small forward and power forward? Maybe that's the problem. Maybe that's the problem. But when it comes to getting star level talent and you don't have any, when it comes to getting mega star level talent and you don't have any, beggars can't be choosers. The other thing too is this: if they like Paul George, go get him. Stop messing around. Stop messing around. Right? Because you can't say something wild off the chain like, yo, Paul George gonna want a contract extension when he get here. So you extended Josh Hart and Deuce McBride, and you're about to extend Jericho Sims and Isaiah Hartenstein. And the question is, do I want to extend Paul George? What kind of weird movie are we? Is this a weird movie we living in? Is this Twilight Zone? Is this Saw? Is this Saw we're living in? We don't want to give Paul George $45 million and an extension, and then we're about to give OG Anunoby $37 million in an extension. OG Anunoby might get 40. OG Anunoby may get 4 years, 160. And you wouldn't give Paul George 2 years, 90? All these things to me are weird. All these things to me, you are mad weird. Like, I'm trying to figure it out. Like, what do you want to do? What do you want to do? If you're the Knicks, what do you want to do? Your trade deadline wish list, just write it on paper and put it on a refrigerator. And then go get it. You can't give Paul George 2 years, 45 mil, but you rush to the bank to get Josh Hart 20 million a year. This is the organization that signed Josh or extended Josh Hart for 4 years and 80 million. The bag for 5 points and 6 rebounds. And I know what people are going to say, man, the Knicks would never give a star the bag like that, because we're used to giving bums the bag. People are bitter right now about the Evan Fournier contract. Guess who paid Evan Fournier, though? Guess who gave Evan Fournier that money? Surprise, surprise. Surprise, surprise. Yeah. Guess who signed Kemba to that contract that we had to trade him away? Guess who gave Nerlens Noel 3 years, 30 million, and he only played 26 games for us? Guess who extended Alec Burks and then had to trade him away in the offseason? But we're not gonna pay Paul George. I think that sounds a tad crazy. Go get him, man. Go get Paul George. What's the problem? What's the problem with getting a Paul George and extending him? Last year you got Josh Hart and extended him. You legit gave Josh Hart so much money that you couldn't re-sign Emmanuel Quickly, right? And I don't know what Quickly did. Like, did Quickly play last night? Did Emmanuel Quickly play last night? Let me see. I'm gonna check on the last game Emmanuel Quickly played. I'm gonna check on the last game Emmanuel Quickly played. I don't even keep up with Toronto. Oh, Toronto played Boston. They probably got the break speed off them. Oh no, not well, yeah. 105-96. Let me see what Quickly did. Oh wow, RJ was 11 for 19. RJ had 9 rebounds, 4 assists. 24. Oh, Emmanuel Quickly, 21 points, 6 rebounds, 3 assists, a steal, and a block. So you didn't re-sign Quickly, but you extended Josh Hart, and Quickly is on another team starting at point guard and had 21, 6, 3, 1, and 1. But they lost. They lost. So it don't matter. I don't care about stats when you lose. But if you think that the Knicks won't ellipses. Create your trade deadline wish list and just go get them, whoever it is. I don't care. If you're Leon Rose, man, I don't care. right? Leon, honestly, I don't care. Just improve the team, man. Improve the team. I honestly could care less which player you get, whether it's Paul George, Donovan Mitchell, Zach LaVine, DeJounte Murray, Tyler Hero, whoever. Improve the roster. Pastor J is in the building. He says the Knicks should have traded RJ quickly Fournier to the Clippers for Paul George. The Knicks were hoodwinked by Masai. Yep. Bamboozle. Led astray. We didn't land on Plymouth Rock. Plymouth Rock landed on us. Go get your guy, Leon Rose. Go get him. What's the worst that can happen? You trade for a role player and he looks good for 26 games and then you give him the bag? Go Leon Rose, go get Jordan Clarkson so he can average 20 points a game for the last 26 games, and then we give him $30 million a year and find out he a role player. Go get him. Chat, who do y'all want? Don't tell me who you think is a fit. I don't care nothing about y'all fit, right? Because here's the thing. Here's the thing with fit, right? Both sides have to fit. Everything has to fit. A tire has to fit on a rim. You have to fit into jeans, and the jeans have to fit onto you. Who do y'all want? Who do y'all want Leon Rose to go after? Who y'all want Leon Rose to go after? What I'm saying to you on January 17th is the closer you get to the trade deadline, the more competition you're going to have. They're going to mess around and let something crazy happen right before our eyes. Something crazy like a team is going to get hot and then enter the fray and then mess around and trade for some of these guys because they have more things to offer. Let me tell y'all something. The Chicago Bulls are only 5 games behind the Knicks. And for those that think they suck, I think they suck. But they may be one move away from getting hot. The Atlanta Hawks, they suck. They ain't gonna do nothing. I ain't even gonna jerk y'all around like that, right? But if you're the Knicks and you know Cleveland is in front of you, Cleveland is balling. They're 1 game ahead of us in the standings, they're one game ahead of us in the standings. Miami is 1 game ahead of us in the standings. Indiana is tied with us in the standings. Orlando is 1 game behind us in the standings. That's 4 teams. You mess around and let Orlando get a point guard, and that mess you saw the other night, how they barely beat us, they won't barely be beating us anymore. They'll be thumping us if we don't do anything. You let Orlando get a point guard, we're in trouble. You let Miami get a power forward like Siakam, the Knicks are in trouble. You let Cleveland get some bench depth. You let Cleveland mess around and get Malcolm Brogdon. and the Knicks are in trouble. Pastor Jay says the Knicks horror bosses are in full role player acquisition mode. Tom Thibodeau is chomping at the bit for a reunion with Alec Burks fans. Fans need to keep expectations low. Trash organization. Wow, lighten up, Pastor Jay. Lighten up. Lighten up, man. Lighten up, man. That's that's still our team, man. We orange and blue, baby. I'm speaking from, and listen, I know what I'm saying is yo, Jay Singh is in the building. What's good, Jay Singh? What I'm speaking from is a place of championship or bust. I don't want to speak from, just the team get better. So if what I'm saying to you is polarizing, it's because of my perspective. I think this is a championship level team with one or two more additions, right? And so what I don't want to see is a team take a misstep because they don't feel as if it's a championship level team. Kareem Grant is in the building. Keith Turner is in the building. Keith Turner is in the building. So when y'all hear me speak, I'm not speaking from a point of frustration. I'm speaking from a point of anticipation. Or not a point, but a place. I'm speaking from a place of anticipation. Like, hey, man, y'all do something, man. We want y'all to do something. Pastor Jay says, I'm totally disgusted with the Knicks' horrible bosses. James Dolan will soon be forced to sell the team. Better days ahead. Knicks family. Prayers. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I think our morale is going to skyrocket, though, in the next 2 to 3 games, right? The schedule looks mighty enticing. I'm going to read off the schedule. I'm going to read off a little bit of the schedule just real quick. I'm not going to do this all day, man. I'm just going to read off a little bit of it. All right, I'm not going to do this all day. I'm not getting ready to go up and down every game and blah, blah, blah. I don't want to do that. That's corny. But what I want to do is get the palate wet for the conversation. I want to prime the pump for the conversation. These are the next games before the trade deadline. Houston at home, Washington at home, Toronto at home, at Brooklyn, Denver at home, Miami at home, at Charlotte, Utah at home, Indiana at home, the Lakers at home, Memphis at home, and Dallas at home. So in that stretch, I count 1, 2. So I count 2 road games in that stretch. Everything else is at the Garden. Jay Boogie the closer. Shout out to the chat and blessings, health, and happiness within the next 72 hours. Pascal will be with the Pacers. Shout out to Jay Boogie. Yeah, man, I saw it. I saw the news. I saw it. Matt said, man, listen. Hey, Matt, I'm in the middle of a thing, but whatever you got, it better be fire. Yo, it better be fire. Matt's getting ready to set the world. Matt's getting ready to set the world on fire when he come up here. I just hope it's dope. I just hope whatever it is, it's original and dope. Not some recycled stuff off Bleacher Report or some recycled stuff. We gotta, when we do the live stream, I notice a lot of y'all come up on the live stream and say the same thing y'all been saying for like 4 years. Yeah, hey man, blame the coach is at fault. The front office sucks. Is Randall. So I know Matt's probably got something fire. I know Matt's probably got something fire. We hadn't been on in a few days, so I know Matt's probably wanna rock the mic for a little bit. But yeah, the schedule is looking mad tantalizing. Like, if the Knicks can stay healthy, if we can stay healthy, I think we can take advantage of the few games we have between today and the trade deadline. Hey, DSJ, thank you for being a member. DSJ says something about the same thing everybody been saying for years. I don't know. I can't read it. It looks like hieroglyphics to me. It looks like something everybody been saying since day one. People, y'all can't help yourselves, man. It's like impulse. Like, there's no impulse control. Like, I hate Randall. Cats be like, they're like, no impulse control. Like, it's kid's fault. Relax, bro. Bodega Wi-Fi's in the building. Bodega says, Cam is still stuck in a corner in LA. Obi lost his starting job in Indiana. DSJ is a backup in Brooklyn. Yeah. Yo, East Blue Drew says something. This looks like it might be new. Like some type of hieroglyphic, though. We want, okay. I thought 2024 was gonna bring, when you turn the calendar over, come into a new year, you'd have like new stuff. East Blue Drew says, bring back Elfrid Payton. Right, because listen, man. Every time Elfrid Payton takes a jump shot, a broken backboard gets his wings. So all those broken backboards you see flying off to heaven, that's because Elfrid Payton is shooting jump shots. Like when you know how you outside and maybe you just outside smoking a cigarette or something, or whatever you're doing outside, whatever it is that you do outside, and you see these little bubble looking things going up to heaven, those are broken backboards. They finally got their wings. They're headed off to heaven. So the soft schedule thing, I think, is something that we can take advantage of, and I think we will take advantage of it if the team is healthy. If Brunson plays tonight, if Brunson can be healthy going forward, and if Randall is healthy, I think we're about to gain some momentum. The thing I want to get to, y'all, is this: at 23-17 or whatever our record is, I would love for the Knicks to get to that 30-win plateau by the All-Star break. I mean, by the trade deadline. I'm sorry. And we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. So in order for us to do it, we'd have to go 7-5 or something like that, I think, whatever the math says. Yeah, I know math be mathing, but so in that 12-game stretch, I'd love to see the Knicks go 9-3 or something like that. That'd be perfect for us. I think that'd be ideal, right? Be 30, whatever the record is by the time. Just the trade deadline, just have 33 wins at the trade deadline, whatever number of losses it is, it's whatever. I don't care about the counting part. I don't care about the counting part. Coach says something in hieroglyphics, something about Randall and mentally. I don't know. I can't read it. It's a old. It looks like a old Phoenician language. I can't tell. It's probably something Knicks fans have been saying for a long time. I can't read. I don't know. It looks like something Phoenician. Anybody in here read Phoenician? Pastor J says the Knicks are 16-0 against teams below 500, 7-17 against teams above 500. The Knicks are continuing a similar disturbing trend from last season. Yeah, that disturbing trend is a lack of quality depth. That is the disturbing trend. I don't think it has anything to do with anything with Randall and Brunson. We clearly overrate this roster. This roster is clearly overrated. Bodega says Don Leon will never bend the knee. He hates Rich Paul. I wouldn't count on a clutch player. Hey man, bro. It's part of the conversation. These statements like this is I think is where our conversations, we need to have conversations like this. Why does our front office not communicate with all NBA talent? Right? Why is it you have to be CAA? Is this not what we went through before Phil Jackson got here? Phil Jackson's job was to clear CAA out of the organization so we wouldn't do the nepotism signings like Chris Smith. And then now we're doing the nepotism signings like Ryan Arcidiacono and Josh Hart. Phil Jackson's job was to come here and reset the organization so that we can communicate with all NBA players. That was his job. Now, did he do a great job at it? No, he did a great job at some stuff, right? Like he got everybody's hand out of the cookie jar and gave the power back to the organization. But when the organization got the power, he drafted Frank. Oh my God, bro. Phil Jackson legit got everybody's hand out the cookie jar and centralized the decision-making process, right? But then when he did that, he wound up taking Frank. So he drafted Frank in the first round and Quentin Grimes in the second round, and that stymied our growth. I don't even know how you're going to draft a Frank Ntilikina and a Quentin Grimes in the same draft, right? Why would you draft two combo guards in the same draft? It makes no sense. It makes zero sense in my mind. And Bodega says, title the next show, Will Don Leon bend the knee? Let's see what media outlets piggyback on the convo. Yeah, hey, I'm here for it. Yo, Chef NYK says, let Archie bro, trust me, he is living his best life. Trust me. I'll beat Arcidiacono right now, one-on-one. Right now. Right now, I'll beat Ryan Arcidiacono in one-on-one horse, dunk contest, whatever, bench press, race. Ryan Arcidiacono is not an NBA player, and y'all know it. Y'all know it. Politics. The Knicks paying Jalen Brunson, homeboy, to be best friends with Jalen Brunson on the road. Yo, I'm gonna put the link in the chat, man, just real quick. All I'm gonna ask is just, man, in this new year, man, I don't want to start having to like be the one to hurt feelings and all that stuff. But when you if you come up here, make sure. And I should no, you know what? I'm not saying it in 2024. Or you know what? I'm gonna say it one last time, right? But I've been saying it since 2021, right? Don't have no background noise. I'm gonna just boot you off the thing. Don't cut nobody off. I'm gonna just boot you out the thing. Stay on topic, or I'm gonna just boot you out the thing. Chat, is that fair? Chat, is that fair? Remember how I complained all 2023 about the cats got sirens in the background and dudes is on camera eating corn chips and people not following the conversation and the chat get frustrated and then I get frustrated and all that, right? And it make for a bad show. Remember, I was complaining about that all 2023, right? I was because I went through it all 2022. And in 2024, we just not gonna do it, man. So if you're not right, just sit it out. Right? If you're not right, just sit it out, man. It's January 17th. We're gonna probably do about 350 more shows this year. In 2023, I was begging everybody. It get to the point, man, where I get so frustrated that I don't even want to come on. Just respect what we got going on. I'm gonna put the link in the chat. Right. It just don't be wild OD with it. Don't cut nobody off. Right. Don't cut nobody off. Let people speak. Right. Let them finish their point. Right. Don't have no weird OD background noises and all of that. You know what I'm saying? Don't change the subject. None of that. If you ain't got nothing to say, then just don't, you know what I'm saying? It ain't no offense. I ain't gonna be mad. I won't be mad if you like, nah, hey man, I'm sitting this one out, man. I ain't really got nothing to contribute, so I'm gonna chill. So wait a minute. There it is. Okay. So yeah, it's that second one. All Future Media is in the building. It's understandable, right? Yeah, let's have quality content, man. And yeah, yo, why don't people have batteries in their sack, bro? Yo, if you got a smoke detector, man, just have batteries in your smoke detector, right? Come on, man. Yeah, if we hear it, I know you hear it.
So,
man, good, boss.
I am really getting a bit fed up with how this Knicks team is being run from the ground up, from the top down. I mean, look, we can all agree James Dolan is an atrocious basketball mind. He's more of a hockey mind, yes or no?
Hey, man, how you doing?
Oh, I'm doing fine, but
Good,
a little
good.
down the dumps after what I found out this morning. Nothing Knicks related, though.
Okay.
But that said, back previous question. Dolan is probably one of the most hated owners and is as hated in the NBA as the current commissioner, Adam Silver, correct?
That's up to you. How you feel about him? How you feel about him? Is that your opinion? That's how you feel?
Yeah, I mean, Dolan, let's face it, the fact is he's a hockey mind, not a basketball guy. And the only reason he's running this team is because his family owns MSG. Why not just have him sell the Knicks and give him to someone who is a basketball mind? Hell, I would basically petition to have you run the Knicks.
Me and Mets running the Knicks.
No, I said just you. I couldn't do that job for shit. Or my mouth.
Well, what I'll say to you is, as I would look at owning the Mets and the Knicks, man, bring championships. But here's the thing, though. Here's the thing with Dolan, right? James Dolan is not the managing general partner of the Knicks. Somebody else does that. So what you're doing to Dolan is misplaced blame. James Dolan is not the final decision maker. He stepped away from that in October. So whoever it is he put in that place is the person that has the final say in all basketball decisions.
And who is that now?
I don't know, but it's not Dolan. So to blame Dolan for the basketball stuff, again, it's kind of like blindside. It's like blaming Dolan because of whatever. But he stepped away because the NBA basically the Knicks paid $8 million to the Denver Nuggets, and the Denver Nuggets won the NBA championship due to the stupid revenue sharing rules. And it's frustrating to owners that make money. The owners that make money are paying the owners that are winning championships. Yes, the Knicks are paying the San Antonio Spurs. Yes, the Knicks are paying or were paying the Golden State Warriors. And it's frustrating if you're an owner. If you're an owner, think about the chat. When's the last time a major market team, Chicago, LA, New York, Dallas, got the number one pick in the NBA draft?
When Chicago have gotten it like in the late 90s, early 2000s?
Derrick Rose was the last one.
Okay, so that was
right. I think that was 2008, 2009, whatever it is, 2010, 2007, whatever it was. Right.
Right.
But you're talking about over 15 years ago. Mm-hmm. Right. And these major market teams are paying these small market teams to win championships.
Orlando and Miami count as major market, right?
Say that one more time.
Do Orlando and Miami count as major market?
No. Oh, definitely not Orlando. No. Orlando was small, bro.
I know Charlotte doesn't count.
Yeah, Charlotte is small too.
Toronto's off the table. Sacramento, meh. Both LA teams count, right? Or is it just the Lakers that are large market?
New York, Chicago, LA, Dallas.
So both
are the four, and I think Houston was the fifth team. That's a big major metropolitan area.
But I mean, still, do you think that I think these revenue sharing rules are doing a lot more harm than good if this is the case. I mean, I get why they're being done, but major market city teams like the Clippers, the Lakers, the Rockets, the Mavericks, the Bulls, and the Knicks especially are getting fed up with them.
Right. And they don't and think about it. Houston is a major market, right? And Houston tanked for a few years and they never got the number one pick.
Because the top 20 or so are always done, 14 or 18 or so are done in a damn lotto.
Right.
It's 18 picks, right? Top 18 or lotto?
Top 14.
Close enough.
Top 14, yeah, because 16 teams make the playoffs, so.
Which makes no sense. It's 16 to make things even instead of leaving 2 out in the cold.
Yeah. Well, so I have this thing that I want to run by the chat. Chat, tell me the guy you want the Knicks to go ahead and get. Who do Chat, who do you want the Knicks to acquire and have it be over with? Who do you guys feel like is the perfect fit for the Knicks and is reasonably attainable?
I can tell you one who's not.
Yeah, it's plenty of those. Oh,
I mean, the one I'm hearing a lot of scuttlebutt from, they're saying, and they want PG-13. Here's my problem with Paul George. The guy is past his prime, and we can't keep looking to past accolades of nearly men. Know what I mean?
yeah, I don't know, bro. Paul George is past his prime. Oh no, man. I'm looking at his numbers right now. Yeah, Paul George is shooting 47% from the floor, 42% from three on high volume, by the way. And he's shooting 91% from the free throw line. Yeah, man. I don't know if I'm gonna. He's taking, in theory, he's taking about 9 threes a game and shooting 42%. I don't know, man. I think there's something left in the tank with him.
Yeah, but it's not much. If he's not past his prime, he's at best at the tail end of it.
Well, all right.
Know what I mean?
Yeah, no, I'm not going to agree with you on that one. I'm going to get Paul George if I'm the Knicks. All right, I'll get Paul George if I'm the Knicks, because at shooting guard, chat. Listen, if you put Paul George at shooting guard, and he gives you, where's his number? If Paul George gives you, 17 shots a game, or basically 18 shots a game at 46%, 47%, and then 42% from three, and 91% from the free throw line, and elite level defense. What I'm gonna say to you is can you imagine a defense with OG Anunoby, Paul George, and Isaiah Hartenstein? Right. That's where I am with it. I'm not looking past. I'm not going to look at like 2026 and 2027. What I'm going to look at is what he provides this year at age 33. I think he adds a lot of quality. I'm not afraid of it. I say do it. And the reason why I say that is because if there were other Paul George type options that can provide similar impact but younger, I would say go get that person. But there are no other Paul Georges in the league. There are no 6'8" wing players that can run point guard for you, guard 1 through 4, shoot 42% from three, and contribute to a stifling defense. There aren't many players that can do that. And if you have Jalen Brunson, wouldn't the ideal fit next to Jalen Brunson be a tall combo guard that can play, make, and facilitate?
Perhaps.
I think so.
Yeah, but
I think so.
The problem is, how do you convince Tibbs to do that? You know he prefers to play overkill small. He doesn't want a shooting guard that's no taller than 6'4", 6'5", 6'6" at the most, and that's stretching it.
Yeah, I'm not gonna go there with you on that one. The whole Tibbs, who Tibbs won't play. Matt, you got to come harder with that one. I think you're coming in for a soft landing on that one. I think that one. I know you got some better stuff. I know you better than that, bro. You telling me that Tibbs won't play Paul George if the Knicks get Paul George?
If he does, there's a trade-off. You leave. That leaves one of the pieces you've gotten to rot. The question is, who do you leave on the bench to rot? Is it going to be Dante or Jay Hart?
Are you asking me with who you prefer to start, Dante DiVincenzo or Paul George?
No, I'm saying who you take out of the rotation as a whole.
No, they won't come out of the rotation. Those three players, neither of those three would come out of. Who look at the back end of the rotation? Like who are we saying? Malachi Flynn still deserve to be in the rotation? Nah. Clearly, if you get Paul George, you have to understand that you'll probably be trading a piece or two for Paul George, maybe off the roster, right? And then at the same time, if you keep some of those pieces, are we talking? Are we talking about keeping minutes for cutting Paul George's minutes to 25 minutes a game so that Malachi Flynn can play? Nah, we ain't. Nah, they ain't.
I mean, Flynn has been pretty useless.
Yeah.
I mean, out of the three we got out of Toronto, it's mostly been OG or Achua who have been getting the meat.
Yeah. Well. Yeah.
So
somebody is gonna get a reduced role when a star gets in the door, right? You could trade for Anthony Edwards, and we're still having the same conversation about Dante and Josh Hart. Those guys are gonna play. That's just all to it. They're talented. They're gonna play. Right. The back end of the rotation, Deuce McBride may be a casualty.
Grimes might be a casualty, and he'd probably be him and Flynn would probably be the two most logical casualties. Would they not?
Yeah, probably. Probably. If you're, yeah. So the Knicks are gonna do something.
If they're gonna get Paul George, here's the package: you get him in exchange, along with maybe a second round pick in the future, in exchange for Grimes, Flynn, and this year's second round pick. Because I am not risking a first.
Right.
And you wouldn't blame me for saying it like that, would you?
No, that's how you feel. If that's how you feel, I'm cool. I'm cool with it. That's why you come up here and rock with us, because we want you to say your opinion. Listen, man. If it was just all about my opinion, I would just stay up here by myself.
True.
You know what I'm saying? I mean, just to be blunt, But here's the thing. The Knicks have so many different options that I don't want. I'll give an example. So down south, down here where I live in the Carolinas, there's a restaurant. There's a restaurant chain called Golden Corral.
I know about that. There's one.
So I went to Golden Corral the other day, right? Big group of us, everybody loud, everybody having a good time. You know what I'm saying? I get in Golden Corral and I look at all the options and I get paralysis by analysis. Like, what do I do? Do I eat this little bit of breakfast first and then wait for them to bring out lunch? Or do I eat dessert first since it's my birthday weekend? Or do I go eat salad first, be healthy, and then, then go? So while I'm going through all this stuff, they take the breakfast stuff off the thing. So there is no more breakfast. Right. And I'm like, oh, man, I wanted some breakfast. Right.
Where I haven't been going around for years, but by contrast, I'm more of a just get up, go and grab it.
Right.
Whatever's on the buffet stock, take what you can get and then eat.
Right. And so that's what I'm saying about the Knicks at the trade deadline. All these options, are you going to get paralyzed by analyzing everything? Or are you going to understand what you want and go get it and not worry about the other stuff? Right? If you're the Knicks, everybody around you has done that, right? Toronto has done it. They won a championship. Philly traded for Jimmy Butler. They traded for James Harden. Brooklyn traded for James Harden, acquired a bunch of stars. Boston made their moves, right? But when are the Knicks going to make all the right moves? When is it going to be the Knicks' turn? Everybody in your division made moves over the years, right? When are the Knicks going to make that blockbuster trade?
Mm-hmm.
The last big trade the Knicks did was they sent 2 second-round picks to Boston for the right to acquire Evan Fournier in a sign and trade.
We all know that blew up in their faces.
Right.
I mean, Fournier's on the last year of what ended up being an albatross contract. At least in my view, it was an albatross with how poorly he plays. And if you want to go further back than that, which I think bore a little more fruit, you could go back to the Melo trade, which, while disastrous in concept, and was done necessarily as part of a massive cap dump, it still got us at least some semblance of consistently good ball play. Know what I mean?
Right.
Until Jackson came in and sabotaged it.
Right. The way I would look at it, man, is simple.
Gotta make a quick call. Be right back.
Yep. Yo, as a matter of fact, let me see. As a matter of fact, if you are the Knicks, would you overwhelm a franchise for their best player? If you're the Knicks, do you legit try to overwhelm a franchise for their best player? Right? Do you go to Detroit and offer them the entire kit and caboodle for Cade Cunningham? Y'all losing anyway. Here, Detroit, take all these picks. Take all these picks for Cade. Y'all rebuilding anyway. Okay, Detroit. Y'all want 4 first-round picks for Cade, who ain't done nothing in the league? Take them. Take 2 of ours and take 2 of these Secret Service picks that's heavily protected. Right? Do you go to Charlotte and say, "Hey, Charlotte, listen, y'all suck. We know y'all suck. Y'all know y'all suck. Take all these picks for LaMelo." Do you go to Memphis and say, "Hey, man, listen, take these 3 first-round picks for Desmond Bane"? What are you gonna do? What are you gonna do if you're the Knicks? Are you just gonna sit here and let the field catch up to you while you have all the resources, or are you just gonna do it? If I'm the Knicks, man, I'm strongly considering, hey, Charlotte, take all these picks here for Brandon Miller and LaMelo Ball. Here, take all of them. Y'all want 5 first-round picks, 2 from us. We'll give y'all 2 our unprotected picks, and the Milwaukee pick, the Detroit pick, and the Washington pick, which don't mean nothing to us. Wiz is in the building. My fear is that the front office is going to do a weird trade, like trade Randall to Minnesota for Karl Anthony Towns, and then it's going to stunt the growth of Hartenstein, who had been balling, and give away a bunch of picks, and then we're going to be stuck in purgatory with Karl Anthony Towns at power forward, which makes no sense. All right, everybody. I'm gonna get out of here. Thank y'all for watching. I'm gonna try to jump back on sometime this afternoon. I'm gonna try to jump back on this afternoon. I'm gonna get out.